While waiting for the Sukhoi Su-35 fighter jets to be ready, the Iranian Air Force is currently starting to recuperate from the Israeli airstrikes. Russian fighter jets are reportedly on their way to the Iranian Air Force IRIAF. These are MiG-29 Fulcrum fighter jets, not brand new aircraft. While waiting for the delivery of the more sophisticated Su-35 fighter jets, Iran has received MiG-29 fighter jets from Russia, which are currently based in the southern city of Shiraz, according to IranIntel.com. One of the most significant aviation bases in southern Iran is Shahid Dastgah Aviation Base. It is ideally situated for operations and training due to its strategic location. Abolfazl Zohrevand, a member of Iran's National Security and Foreign Policy Committee, stated that the MiG-29 fighter jets were only a stopgap solution and affirmed that Iran would eventually depend on Su-35 fighter jets. Additionally, he claimed that Tehran had purchased S-400s from Russia and HQ-9 air defense systems from China, though neither acquisition has been formally verified. Iran actually already possesses a fleet of MiG-29 fighter jets, despite reports that it recently got them from Russia. The Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force currently operates a highly outdated and badly maintained fleet of MiG-29 fighter jets. The late 1980s and early 1990s saw the arrival of these fighter jets. Iran and the Soviet Union then came to an arrangement for Iran to buy 40 to 50 fighter jets. Nevertheless, the contract was signed in 1991, the same year that the Soviet Union collapsed and was in upheaval. Many export contracts were cancelled or suspended as a result of political and economic shifts, as well as the reorganization of Russia's defense sector. Only 20 to 30 MiG-29 fighter jets were ultimately delivered to Iran, as part of the original contract. The Soviet Union created the twin-engine fighter jet known as the Sukhoi MiG-29. The MiG-29 and the bigger Sukhoi Su-35 were created by the Sukhoi Design Bureau in the 1970s as air superiority fighters to compete with new American fighter jets like the General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon and the McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle. In the meantime, a broader military pact between Russia and Iran includes the recent transfer of MiG-29 fighter fighters. These fighter jets are a significant addition to or replacement for Iran's aging fleet, despite not being the newest generation. In addition to having a much-needed supply of spare parts and technical support, they are probably in far better shape. The precise quantity of MiG-29 fighter jets that were delivered has not yet been made public. The numbers that are being reported in the intelligence and defense media are approximations. Iran is thought to have received the first batch, which included one squadron of fighter jets, according to reports from different defense media outlets. Typically, this figure falls between 12 and 15 units. Nonetheless, Both nations continue to conceal the precise figure. Heavy transport aircraft are used in the air transportation of MiG-29 fighter fighters from Russia to Iran. The fighter jets are most likely to be transported on huge military transport aircraft, like Russia's Ilyushin Il-76 or Antonov An-124, partially disassembled. Instead of being a direct purchase or grant from the two nations, the delivery of these MiG-29s is thought to be a part of a bigger barter agreement. The MiG-29's objective is to use unguided weapons in visual flying situations to kill ground targets and enemy air targets within radar range. This aircraft's huge wing root extensions and fixed-wing profile allow good control and maneuverability at subsonic speeds, including maneuvers at high angles of attack. There are 7 external weapon hardpoints on the MiG-29 fighter jet. Up to 2 medium-range are 27 air-to-air missiles, 6 short-range are 73 and are 6 air-to-air missiles for S-5, S-8, and S-4 unguided rocket pods, air bombs up to 3,000 kilograms in weight, and a 30mm onboard aircraft cannon with 150 rounds of ammo can all be carried by this aircraft. According to intelligence reports and defense analysts, Russia traded these fighter jets for Iranian military assistance, specifically munitions and jet drones that Russia has utilized in the continuing war. Both parties gain from this barter. Iran can update its old air fleet as Russia receives much-needed supplies.